guys, welcome to the channel or welcome back to the channel. So we started this video together, but Anna wants to run around and play, so we're just gonna let her do that and I'm gonna finish off the video. So anyway, yeah, so this video we're talking about when Anna was sick. Like Sam said earlier, she's been sick a handful of times. The first time was the worst, and it was like a viral cold, and so that required obviously a doctor and medicine and actual care. And then the second time was just a regular like sniffles, which we were able to take care at home. But we felt like we did learn a lot just in the experience of having to deal with our kid being sick, even though it's general sickness. But I feel like as first-time parents, it's still hard when your baby first gets sick and you kind of feel, you know, very chaotic. And you know, if you guys watched our vlogs before, even in February when she got the viral cold, we all got sick. It was contagious and we all got sick. I got very sick, she was very sick, and then Sam was like kind of the best out of all of us, but he still got sick. And so I did learn a couple things that kind of help in the chaos of dealing with your sick baby or your sick toddler. I'm here to share it. Again, this is not medical advice at all, and take what you want from it as a parent, because I'm not here to tell you what to do. This is just general advice for somebody who's like a first-time parent, their kid is sick, and they're like, oh, what are the best things for me to use, or what are some things I could do to help my kid because my kid is suffering. And even if your kid is suffering a little bit, even just a cold, we feel it as parents, obviously. So this is just stuff I learned. Take what you will. But yeah, the first thing I would say is if your kid is sick, obviously assess it. So like I said, when she had a virus, we took her to the doctor. She had fever and things like that, so we obviously took her to the doctor, got medicine and things like that. The second time was just sniffles, so we didn't feel the need to take her to the doctor. She had no fever. It was just a runny nose and a little like, I'm tired, I don't feel as good, you know, like under the weather. I really think that one was probably from the change of weather, because it was right when we were transitioning from winter to spring in New York, and she just got it and she didn't get contagious. So in that case, we didn't get sick. But my first thing would be, if your kid is really sick with like a virus or something you know is contagious, I would say, first things first, you know how they tell you in an airplane, put on your mask before you assist the child in the event of an emergency? Same thing with your sick kid. When you find out your kid is sick, first thing I would do is boost your own immune system, because you are bound to get sick. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say, you're gonna catch whatever your kid has if it's contagious. So like the second time we didn't get sick, but I don't think she was contagious. But the first time we all got sick, and it totally like took this house down. Like we all had this really bad viral cold. It was the first time we were sick in a while. It was the first time she was really ever sick. So it really took us, like it really threw us. We were like in bed for days and trying to also take care of our kid. It was a mess. If you guys have watched other vlogs, when I was taught, I have mentioned in some of them that we were all sick in February and that it was like a horrible experience as a first-time mom, and it was. So my first thing would be to boost your immune system, because you're gonna bound to get sick and you want to try and not get as sick as you're gonna get. And I did do that, and I think I did weed it off, because I didn't get sick until the end of her cold, but I caught it regardless. But who knows, it probably would have been worse, or I probably would have got sick for longer had I not done these things. But it's always good to boost your immune system in general. So my ways to boost my immune system would be to take some extra zinc, vitamin C, obviously. Also try to keep active and try to eat healthy. When you're sick in general, I would say eating healthy, doing those things also boosts your immune system. So boost the whole house's immune system, because if you basically prepare for the storm is my first thing. And secondly, I would say assess your child. So obviously, if your kid needs to go to the doctor, take them to the doctor. If they need actual medicine like antibiotics, that kind of thing, always consult your own pediatrician. And my third thing would be, if it's more an at-home thing, or even like with Anna, she did get medicine from the doctor, but obviously we supplemented with things. So because she had a cold, my second thing would be like for cough, colds, viruses, that kind of thing. My 2 things that I always do for her is, in her room, I will do I will make sure her purifier's on and her humidifier. And then there are like eucalyptus and mint and those kind of thing, purified, like essential oil stuff that you can put in the purifier. I will link my favorites below that are an organic, they're an organic, non-toxic essential oil company that's specifically made for kids, and they have the different ones, so you can type in what's wrong with your kids. So they have one for sickness, one for sleep, one for like general wellness and one like generic one, but they're my favorite company for essential oils in kids because it can be somewhat unsafe to use some certain essential oils for kids. So this company is specifically for parents and children. So yeah, you can use an essential oil in the diffuser, or even if you don't want to use an essential oil, like when she was sick, we used the sick time one when she was really sick, and then after we used it for a while just with general water, and the steam still helps. Even with nothing in it, the steam of the humidifier still helps. So sometimes I have Anna sleep with a humidifier and the purifier just for clean air and just for like better sleep, even when she's not sick. But my tip would be when your kid is sick, it's a must. Make sure that humidifier and purifier is on, because it's going to help clear up anything in the chest. It's going to help clear that cough. It's going to help keep the air clean, and it's going to help them get better quicker, and it's going to help them sleep better, because that sleep does get disturbed when you're sick, obviously. And when you're coughing and things like that. And the purifier is a lifesaver with Anna when she has any type of congestion. So if she has any type of congestive cold, that is a go-to. My second thing is, I don't like using, when she had the general cold, I don't think we used this, but when she had the really bad virus, I don't like using like heavy Vicks on her, or like heavy chemical chest rubs and things like that. But she needed something to clear up that phlegm that she had in there. She needed me to rub something on it. So I found this baby chest rub, all natural, and it's by Maddie's, which is a all natural children company. They make all natural medicines. They make all natural, her eczema lotion is from that company, and it's all natural as well. And the chest rub is all natural baby chest rub, and it is all natural ingredients as well. It's basically like a eucalyptus, mint, peppermint kind of thing, and it really does help the chest, even though it's natural. So without chemicals, it really did clear up her chest, and when I would put it on, she would cough less. It did actually help. So this is it again, so you guys can see it. I think I showed it in my what to buy like product videos, so I will also link that if you guys want to see that full video just for products you can use for your first time. If you're first time parents watching this video, I'll just link it. It'll be on one of these two sides. I'll just link it, the whole video. But yeah, this was definitely a chest rub if you don't want to use like a heavy Vicks, or if your baby's too young to use Vicks. Obviously, it's your parental prerogative to use like things with chemicals. For us, I'm not saying we're completely natural in this house, but we try our best to use natural like cleaning products. We try our best to use natural like not medicine. If she needs medicine, she needs medicine, like general medicine. But like when it comes to supplementing like these chest rubs or like her eczema lotions and things like that, we try our best to do natural. We're not all the way natural, but we try our best. So this is one of the things I found that I actually like, and it is all natural, and we use that. The other thing that I wouldn't recommend if your child has like a serious virus or fever, this is not really for that. This is for general colds, general congestion, more when she had the sniffles. These are more on the go when your kid is like sick enough that you need them to get better, but not sick enough to be like stuck at home. These on the go vapor wipes by Baby Frida, these are good. So we used this when she had that general cold that I told you wasn't too bad, and it was just sniffles, and she basically didn't go to the doctor or anything. So your kid is gonna get sniffles up and down as a young child, and so they don't always require to be like home and bedridden or at the doctor, but generally you want them to feel better. This is a good thing because they're easy to use on the go, because they're just the wipes, and you can wipe their nose with it, you can wipe their chest with it. It's all natural, and it does help kind of clear up just general congestion when they're just kind of under the weather but not super sick. So that's another one. And my other thing would be, obviously, if they're very, very sick, keep them home. So when she had generally like a fever, when she had that virus and she had a fever, we did keep her home, and we just kept the purifier on, kept the air purifier on. And my other thing would be, Anna never really did this, but this is something our pediatrician also recommended. So usually if the kid is really sick, they might lose a little bit of their appetite, and they might not want to eat as much and just drink milk. So Anna did have a pretty good appetite with both of the times she's been sick. She's never really, but she did during the viral cold, I would say in the first maybe 2 or 3 days, she did sleep more and kind of eat a little bit less, but nothing too concerning. But in general, I would say if they're not eating enough, I would say to supplement with like a Pedialyte is a good thing. Find a flavor that your child really likes so that they enjoy it, and you can supplement between meals and obviously giving them milk, and just make sure they stay hydrated. So hydration over food, but make sure they're eating. And always make sure that if you have anything that you don't feel comfortable with or anything, you go back to the doctor. So when she had the viral cold, I think we went like twice because it wasn't going away. So we did have to go twice. But like, always make sure that you trust your pediatrician. Make sure that if you don't trust your pediatrician, change your pediatrician. And your kids are gonna get viral colds and sicknesses. It doesn't always require a doctor, like I said. But those are just some general tips and tricks. And just the other thing, the last thing I'm gonna say is something that I do every time she has sickness, no matter if it's an extreme virus or the sniffles for a few days, is after it's done, make sure you disinfect your home. So one of the things is that toddlers put everything in their mouths. And so when your toddler is sick, she might or he might be sick and then get better, and then they're playing with toys that still have the bacteria on them, put them in their mouths and get sick again. So to avoid that, what I do is now, after she has her little sniffle or whatever she has, cold, virus, whatever, once I see that she's been better for like consistently, so like she got over it for like at least 3 days, once I see that the whole house is better, everybody's healthy again, I take the time to spend a day disinfecting everything. So I disinfect her entire play yard. So if you guys have seen other videos, you know she has a play yard that she plays in that we throw all her toys in. So I'll disinfect that entire area because that's her main area where she plays, and those are where all her toys are mostly thrown in there. So I'll disinfect it. Baby Organics organic wipes so that it's still safe for her but still disinfected. So I'll disinfect the entire mat, all her toys. And then for anything that can't be wiped or disinfected, I use steam. So we have the baby brezza for steam. I'll throw stuff in there. We also have a steamer for like blankets and stuff, and then we'll just wash her, like her crib sheets, our sheets, and everything. We'll kind of just do a day where we're like the family, like a reset. The family's getting over the sickness, we'll reset. We'll clean everything and we'll reset so that everything, so we don't have to worry about reinfecting or infecting others. Like we just got over a cold and then one of our friends with their kids come over and now their kids get sick from playing with one of Anna's toys. We don't want that. So whenever the whole house is sick or whenever Anna's sick, we'll do a reset day from now on. Like that's something we picked up as people who have a kid who's their kid's gonna get sick because she's a toddler. We just do a reset day. So everybody's well again. We clean the whole house. We disinfect the whole house and sterilize all the toys to make sure that everything is clean again and we don't have to worry about reinfection or infecting others. We don't have to worry about the germs being on anything, and we could just move on and say everyone's healthy and happy. So I hope this helped any first-time parents who are going through that struggle of what it feels like the first time your kid gets sick. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I hope this helps, and stay healthy. See you next time.